I wanted to talk about Anthony Davis because people are just playing with his name at this point, and I feel like it's very unfair to him. Anthony Davis just signed arguably the biggest contract in NBA history, at least on a year-to-year basis. He's making like 60 mil a year, something like this. No one is making that kind of money. And he is probably on the biggest stage right now in basketball, playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, a franchise with tremendous history, especially as a big man and next to LeBron James. And we already know all of the pressure and expectation that comes with that. So that's already a lot of pressure on his shoulder. And he hasn't always lived up to the standard, in my opinion, but still. People need to be fair to Anthony Davis. The reason why we're making this video is because I was checking out First Take. I didn't get a chance to watch it live, so I checked the YouTube clip. And they were talking about Team USA and the players that they wanted on there. So it was Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. And Stephen A. Smith was going through the players that he wanted, and then he started going off about Anthony Davis, saying that he doesn't want to hear about Anthony Davis representing the nation because it could be a pretext for him to miss other games or like an extra 30 games or whatever. And first of all, I'm a LeBron James fan, so obviously I root for the Lakers, and I know that I need Anthony Davis to be out there if the Lakers are going to do anything. So I feel Stephen A. Smith on that point. Here's where the issue comes in, though. Then Shannon Sharp was like, okay, so no Anthony Davis. Who else would you want on there? And then Shannon Sharp was like, I want Kyrie, I want KD, and I want Paul George. And then I was like, hold up. Let's look at the games that these guys have played for the last 4 years. AD has averaged 48.5 games per year. This is bad. I'm not defending that. That's not enough, especially being his age. He needs to be out there for at least 60 games, in my opinion. But hey, KD, 45.6 games, and that's in 3 years because I didn't even take into account the fourth year, which was the year he had to miss the whole season because of his Achilles. So even with me taking that year off of his resume, he's still below Anthony Davis. But you never hear anyone saying, KD is injury prone. KD should not play for Team USA. KD is soft. KD doesn't like the game. We never hear none of that stuff, but we hear that for for AD, sorry. So that's one. Second name, Kyrie. 43 games he averaged. And we know about Kyrie. Love him. Love his philanthropy, but the man just isn't reliable for games. But when it comes to him actually going out there and representing Team USA, now Stephen A. doesn't have a problem with it. And another name that I checked that was mentioned was Paul George. You look at his last season, he averages 47 games per year out of 82 games, which is also below AD and also very bad. And he's unlike AD, he has yet to win the championship for the Los Angeles Clippers. So the reason why I think is really messed up for AD is that, again, the man is on the biggest stage in basketball. He is playing next to LeBron James. He just signed a huge contract, so now people are going to start and judge him like, is he worth the bag? So that's already a lot of pressure he needs to live up to. He needs to play hard every night. He needs to go out there and perform his championship or bust for the Lakers or LeBron James led team every year, right? So it's a lot on his plate. So for people to go out there and still add on to the pressure or add on to the negativity that's already around him is messed up. I feel like sometimes Stephen A. Smith and other guys on TV, I don't even mean to single out Stephen A., but he is the one that made these claims. They are unreasonable with their platforms. Because having talks like this about AD being soft or missing games constantly and not and putting over players over him undeservedly would be okay for you and I if we were to be in the barbershop and, kick it with no impact. But when you go out there on TV, on the biggest platform in sports, and you start spreading that stuff, this is how narratives get born, whether they are real or not, because not many people take the time and go out there and just, do their research. They will just take anything that they get at face value and walk around with it like it's facts. And it's just dangerous. It's just dangerous and unfair to these players, in my opinion. These new players get a lot of privileges, with the load management, the softer rules, the money that they make. And sometimes compared to the older generations, I feel like they get a very, very good rap, and sometimes they even spoil it, right? But on the other end, man, the mental strain that they have to undergo with the internet era and the media being on their ass 24/7 is already heavy enough. Even if the media would just keep on talking about just facts, that would still be very hard to bear with. But now they got to deal with bullshit from big names. Like, it's just too much. So I just wanted to touch on that hypocrisy because, yeah, man, if you're going to hold AD to that standard, I don't see why guys who are in that same range of level of players, same type of legacies with the KDs, the PGs of the world, and the Kyries of the world, don't get that same scrutiny. And before I get out of here, I just wanted to make one last point. Again, LeBron James shouldn't be judged the same way as Anthony Davis because LeBron James is about to enter his year 21, right? LeBron James has four NBA championships to AD's only one. And LeBron James is already cemented. But still, if we are okay with LeBron James going out there and competing for the Olympics at 40 years old, I'm cool with that, right? But I don't want to hear about LeBron James going out there either getting injured and seeing the guys like Shannon Sharp or the Keyshawn Johnson, the Nick Wrights of the world coming up with excuses for him on TV. I don't want to hear it. Same. I don't want to see LeBron James going out there winning a third Olympics gold medal, like it adds anything to his legacy, and then turn around and when, it's the playoffs, it's the fourth quarter, he looks tired and people make excuses for him. He's just, I don't want to hear it. So this is just my last point about it. I feel like, again, people are just hypocrites out there, man. So I just wanted to call that out. Anyways, we're going to close the video right here. Get in the comment section. Give me your thoughts. Do you think that AD's coverage is fair? Do you think that AD should actually compete for Team USA or not? And appreciate you guys for checking me out. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you guys later. Peace.